This time, it seems Constance must be a little bit peeved at us. Constance has picked the worst part of the worst dimension. We stumbled out of the portal in the middle of a post-apocalyptic big city pile of misery and ruins. I think it is called Gaza or something like that. And I thought Alligator Auschwitz was the bottom of the barrel. For once, I am really, really grateful I am only the embedded reporter with our squad of companions. We've all agreed I should title this episode Schadenfreude, because the dear leader of this world only gets off on creating the maximum amount of pain for his hapless population.
Cinematic establishing shot. Dystopian urban landscape at twilight. Crumbling city with empty storefronts and food bank lines stretching for blocks. Overhead angle showing contrast between decaying neighborhoods and gleaming towers in distance. Volumetric lighting through pollution haze. Blend modern urban decay with fey glamour. Portal 226, Earth dimension. Temporal coordinates, the present day. The companions have witnessed this pattern countless times across dimensions. A civilization cannibalizing itself, its leaders drunk not on power or wealth, but on the suffering of those beneath them. The ancient Fae have walked among humanity since the first fires were lit. They have seen empires rise and fall, and they remember that all debts eventually come due. Constance has sent them not merely to observe, but to remind the powerful of a truth they have forgotten. The scales always balance. Tonight, the reckoning begins. A community center converted to emergency food distribution. Long lines of exhausted people. The companions materialize from shimmer distortion in an alley beside the building, appearing fully fey, not disguised.
The stench of it. Not the hunger itself, hunger we know from winter's grip, from seasons of scarcity. This is engineered deprivation. This is cruelty wearing the mask of policy.
I've walked their halls of power, watched them laugh over champagne that costs more than these families see in a year. The irony delights them. The mathematics of misery is their entertainment.
Juanita's form flickers between solid and shadow.
The infrastructure still exists, the food, the medicine, the systems. They've simply redirected the flow, changed the locks, inserted toll booths where none existed. We can change it back.
I've been recording their stories. A man who worked 40 years, now rationing insulin. A teacher selling her textbooks to buy groceries. These aren't just statistics to weaponize in arguments. These are people. And people deserve witnesses, deserve remembering, deserve justice.
Then we divide our efforts. Raven, continue intelligence gathering. I need to know every warehouse, every stockpile, every locked door between these people and survival. Juanita, you'll handle logistics once we have targets. Ember, you work with the organizers here, but carefully. They cannot know what we truly are, but they can feel our support. Saraswati, keep recording, keep witnessing. The songs you're writing, they're becoming anthems.
And you, oh undead one? Where does our fearless leader venture?
I'm going to have a conversation with those who've forgotten that the Fae are not merely creatures of story. We're forces of balance, and the scales have tipped far too long in one direction.
Massive food distribution warehouse at night, industrial shelving filled with sealed boxes and crates, Kersey moving through space as semi-transparent windform, locks clicking open without hands touching them, ethereal trail of light following movement.
17 pallets of medical supplies, 42 crates of non-perishables, all locked away because the distribution paperwork was incomplete. Well, sometimes paperwork gets completed retroactively.
Diverse group of tired but determined people seated in circle. Ember standing with glamour partially visible as warm golden light around her, appearing as striking woman with flame-colored hair, maps and resource lists on walls.
We've tried the official channels, petitions, calls, protests. They just wait us out. Let us exhaust ourselves shouting into the void.
Then perhaps it's time to stop asking permission. What if tomorrow morning trucks arrived at your distribution centers? What if warehouses you've been told are empty suddenly had inventory? What if the locks that have been keeping resources from you simply opened.
So, everybody put their ideas together about how to begin to correct the situation. We all knew trying to educate the president would fail. Even the most skilled educators in the dimension who have the ability to eradicate ignorance would not be able to surmount congenital stupidity. Stupidity cannot be cured. We know we will just have to steamroll over it. Being Fae creatures, we concluded we would have to use magic. The conditions are so dire there is no time left to be neat about it. Beginning with Ember the dragon, we destroyed all the locks on the warehouse doors. As we close this week's episode, food and supplies are materializing on the shelves and pallets in the warehouses. We will wait till later to exterminate the rats and jackals in the government. Not with violence, they would enjoy that, but by methodically using the slow but more effective application of the laws and rules already on the books. Join us again next week, and I'll tell you all about how it's progressing.